A prince without protection, a king who won't step in. As Prince Harry fights for his right to security in the UK, King Charles remains silent. Imagine yourself in a position where your life is constantly under threat. Now imagine the one person who could potentially ease your fears chooses to remain silent. This is the reality for Prince Harry, whose quest for security in the UK has been met with a resounding silence from King Charles. In the year 2020, Prince Harry made the decision to step down as a senior royal. With that decision came the loss of his automatic right to police protection in the UK. Despite the very real threats against him and his family, the UK government has decided against reinstating his security. The stakes have never been higher. On one side, we have Prince Harry, a husband and father, fighting for the safety of his family. On the other, a government adamant that his decision to step down from royal duties means he no longer has the right to state-funded protection. And in the middle, King Charles, the one person with enough sway to perhaps tip the scales in Harry's favour. Yet he has chosen to remain silent. The reasons behind this silence are not clear. Some suggest the king is worried about legal jeopardy, the fear that his intervention could create complications for the monarchy. But one can't help but wonder, if the roles were reversed and it was Prince William or any other working royal, would the king's silence be just as deafening? Prince Harry's fight for security raises an important question. Should the right to protection be based on royal status or the actual risk to one's life? As it stands, the courts have ruled that the decision to remove his protection was lawful. But with an appeal set to take place in April, the tides could change. The UK government says no. Harry says it's a matter of life and death. And now King Charles? Well, he says nothing. Prince Harry's battle for security in the UK has taken yet another turn, and guess who's staying silent? That's right, King Charles. The stakes are high, and the implications could be game-changing. Let's delve into the details of this legal fight, shall we? The battle began when Prince Harry, having stepped down as a senior royal in 2020, lost his automatic right to police protection. But given his high-profile status and the very real threats he and his family face, he's been fighting tooth and nail to have that protection reinstated. The UK government, however, has been obstinate, refusing to budge on their decision. And King Charles? He's been as quiet as a church mouse. Reports suggest the king is wary of legal jeopardy, a fancy term meaning if he steps in, it could create a royal mess for the monarchy. But let's take a step back and ask ourselves, if this were about Prince William or any other working royal, would there even be a debate? It's a valid question, and one that's been making the rounds in royal circles. Prince Harry's legal fight raises an intriguing question. Should security be a matter of risk or royal status? The courts have ruled that the decision to remove his security was lawful. However, Harry's appeal in April could potentially turn the tide in his favour. Prince Harry isn't one to back down from a challenge. His legal fight continues unabated, and there's a lot riding on the outcome. If he wins, it could force a major change in how the royal family handles security for non-working royals. It would set a precedent, ensuring that protection is based on risk, rather than just royal status. But what if he loses? The consequences are dire. He would be left vulnerable, his safety compromised. And amidst all this, King Charles remains silent. The question is, will he step in, or will he continue to stay out of it? Harry isn't backing down. His legal fight continues, and if he wins, it could force a major change in how the royal family handles security for non-working royals. Prince Harry's case raises an important question. Should security be based on actual risk or royal status? This is a question that has been at the forefront of the royal debate for quite some time now. The argument is clear. Should a prince who has stepped away from his royal duties still be provided the same security as those who are currently serving the monarchy? Or should the security be based on the level of risk a person is exposed to, regardless of their status? The current royal protocol leans towards status, with security provided to those who are active in their royal duties. This means that Prince Harry, who has taken a step back from the royal family, is left without the protection he once had. But let's consider the other side of the coin. Shouldn't security be based on the level of risk a person is exposed to? In Prince Harry's case, the threats against him and his family are real. His status as a former senior royal has not diminished the level of attention he receives, nor the potential risks that come with it. So we find ourselves in the midst of an internal debate within the royal family, one that could potentially change the way security is provided to non-working royals. A change that could impact not just Prince Harry, but any royal who decides to step away from their duties. The implications are far-reaching. If the argument for risk-based security wins, it could lead to a shift in royal protocol. This could potentially provide a safer environment for those royals who choose a life away from the limelight. On the other hand, it could also set a precedent that might encourage others to step away from their roles, knowing they will still be protected. The courts have ruled that the decision to remove his protection was lawful, but Harry's appeal in April could change everything. As we await the outcome, the debate continues, and we're left wondering, risk or status? What should define a royal's right to security? And let's not forget, King Charles recently invited Harry to see him during his health crisis. If he really wanted to mend things, wouldn't stepping in on this issue be a great place to start? Now, let's dive into the intriguing dynamics of this royal saga. The relationship between Prince Harry and King Charles has always been a topic of intense discussion. Their relationship, though strained, took a turn when King Charles extended an olive branch during his health crisis. An invitation for Harry to visit him, a potential opportunity for reconciliation perhaps. Yet the silence from the king on Harry's security issue is deafening. This silence is not just a matter of royal protocol, but a poignant reflection of the intricate family politics at play. As the head of the monarchy, King Charles's position is far from easy. His actions or lack thereof can have far-reaching implications, but where does one draw the line between royal duty and familial bonds? The ongoing battle for Harry's security in the UK is not just a legal fight, but also a test of these familial ties. The silence from the king might be seen as a strategic move to maintain the monarchy's image and avoid legal complications. But to many, it also speaks volumes about the priorities of the monarchy. The question that lingers is, are the monarchy's political interests overshadowing the need to protect one of their own? This is a debate that goes beyond just Harry's case. It raises questions about the monarchy's approach towards non-working royals and their safety. The relationship between Harry and King Charles is at a crossroads. The king's next move could either mend their relationship or further widen the gap. Will he choose to break his silence and stand by Harry, or will he continue to prioritise the politics of the monarchy? This situation is a stark reminder of the delicate balance between duty and family. It is a narrative that has been played out time and again in royal history, and only time will tell how this chapter unfolds. Or is the firm more interested in politics than protecting their own? What do you think? Should King Charles step in, or is he right to stay out of it? We've covered a lot of ground today, haven't we? The silent king, the legal battle, the debate of risk versus status, and the alleged family politics. The saga surrounding Prince Harry's fight for security in the UK is a complicated one, and it's clear there's no easy solution. But as we've seen, this isn't just about one prince's fight for protection. It's a reflection of the broader issues that exist within the monarchy. It's about who gets to decide who is worthy of security and who isn't. It's about the power dynamics at play and the potential for change within an institution that has long been steeped in tradition. So let's take a moment to consider the question at hand. Should King Charles step in, or is he right to stay out of it? Is it his place to intervene, or should this be a matter for the courts to decide? And what about Prince Harry? Is he right to fight for his security, or should he accept the consequences of his decision to step down as a senior royal? And what does this mean for other non-working royals in the future? These are complex questions, and we'd love to hear your thoughts. Don't be shy, let's get a conversation going. Share your perspectives, your opinions, your insights. Agree, disagree, debate, discuss. That's what this space is for. And remember, this isn't about taking sides. It's about understanding the dynamics at play and considering the implications of the decisions made. It's about engaging with the issues and learning from each other's perspectives. So let's hear it. What's your take on all this? Let us know in the comments